Hello, this is Virgil Labrador, Editor-in-Chief of Satellite Markets and Research, and we're here at Oilcomm 2014 in Houston, Texas, with David Sikorski. He's the Sales Director for North America of SES, focusing on the energy markets for North American clients of SES, and here to talk about what SES is doing in this space is David. So David, welcome to this videocast.
Thanks, Virgil. Glad to be here. Thanks for taking some time to spend it with us.
Right. Well, everybody knows SES is one of the biggest satellite operators in the world. So talk about what SES does in the energy markets.
Well, we provide satellite infrastructure for many of the large integrators across the world. I happen to focus on the ones based in North America, and provide the bandwidth that they use to serve the oil and gas customers in their remote markets.
Now, do you provide just the space segment, or do you combine both ground and also, of course, the ones that are maritime or other services?
We primarily provide space segment. There are some instances where we actually provide the hub uplink, gateways, if you will, the teleport type services. But we focus on the space segment and let our customers focus more on the network delivery side of it.
Right. And what types of applications are your clients demanding from you?
Well, they're seeing things like crew welfare, video surveillance, typical enterprise applications, LAN, WAN connections, things of that nature.
Right, and can you cite a specific example of a company that you serve?
Sure. Well, I could name a couple. We've got ITC Global, RigNet, Harris Caprock, and they're all working in this space as well. Right. And they're some of our top clients, and we've got some others as well.
Right. Now, do you see any competition from like terrestrial or fiber in your space?
Oh, absolutely. But there's also a complementary element to the satellite versus the fiber. Everybody knows that they need reliability, and that's paramount to the service that they provide. If the comms go down on an oil rig, they can't drill anymore. So production stops. They lose a lot of money. It's very important to keep the reliability of the comm link going, because that's key to their operation.
Right. Well, finally, David, what do you see as the trends in this space?
Well, for one thing, there are several trends driving bandwidth growth here. One is crew welfare. That's a really big one.
Right.
You've got younger crew replacing older crew.
Right.
The younger folks are so connected in today's world, and when they go to work, they demand that connectivity as well.
Right.
So that's a big part of it.
Right.
You've got regulatory issues that come into play. As I mentioned, an oil rig can't continue production unless they have their comm links. So that's got to remain continuous. So that's driving it as well. They've got regulations to provide, to prove that they're meeting the regulations and so forth. So you've got compliance issues. So all of these things are driving the bandwidth needs. And then you've also got, video is coming into play.
Right.
We're hearing about things like undersea video to monitor the actual drilling process.
Right.
So that's going to start driving bandwidth as well. So all of these factors come into play and are driving the bandwidth costs up.
Right. Now, these young engineers who are used to, having high, bandwidth access at home or at their offices, how much of it is actually being met by the industry right now? Can they actually do real-time videos and?
Well, I don't know that they're doing real-time videos per se, but what I'm hearing is that they're using Skype to communicate with their families. Some of them are I guess looking at Netflix is one of the other applications I'm hearing about.
Right.
At the end of the day, you've been working on an oil rig all day.
Yeah.
You want to talk to your family and
Plus
friends.
You're away
a little
for
bit.
a long time, right?
Exactly.
7 weeks.
Exactly.
If they're on a ship, it could be months.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. And you need that emotional, personal connection back with your family and your friends and so forth.
Right.
So I think the from what I'm hearing, the folks the oil companies are realizing that this is an important part of, keeping their crew healthy and mentally healthy and productive.
Well, thanks, David. That gives us a pretty good overview of your company and what you do in this exciting oil and gas industry. And for all the news and information on the global satellite industry, you always have Satellite Markets and Research at www.satellitemarkets.com.